Hi, I'm Christian Harris, the founder of Slip Safety Services. In this video, I'm going to introduce you to the Safer portal. This is a digital tool which enables insurers to protect their loss ratios by reducing slip and fall claims frequency and increasing claims defensibility at scale. As background, I'm the host of the Safety and Risk Success podcast, and my book, Slipology, will be published in 2021. My company works in the field of safety and risk management, and typically we help to reduce our clients' slip and fall accidents and claims by at least 50%. Over the last decade, I've worked with over 5,000 clients and dozens of insurers. In the last 3 years alone, our work has prevented 3,000 hospital visits and 30 million of claims costs. Now, 10 million a year might seem like a high number, but actually it's less than 0.5% of the total slip and fall claim costs in the UK each year. So I've got a question for you. Why are you still paying out for slip and fall claims? Here's my take. There are two gaps we must bridge. One, a gap between insurer and client, and two, a gap between client and best practice. We all know that the slip and fall problem is massive, but there are three key areas in particular that insurers need to contend with. Firstly, challenges with policyholders' mindset and skill set lead to phrases like, "That's why we have insurance." This tells us clients aren't really doing all they can to prevent accidents and claims. That means volumes remain high and defensibility evidence is thin on the ground. Therefore, insurers have to pay claims, which reduces margin. And let's not forget that on many accounts, a single £10,000 claim can wipe out years of profit. Second, claims are thinly spread. So even though a customer-specific risk management bursary approach can work, boots on the ground preventative risk management simply isn't cost effective across an entire book. Yet, to impact loss ratio, significant cumulative improvements are needed. Lastly, the hard market is putting great pressure on the need for underwriting performance. But without powerful client insights and detailed internal claims data, how can policies be priced correctly? How can one know what is a good risk versus a bad risk? That means insurers are stuck in the transactional risk transfer business, not the risk partnership business. As difficult as all that sounds, we've developed a tool to help. We have a suite of proven, practical best practices that clients can implement to prevent accidents and claims. By tracking this, we also produce compelling evidential proof to improve defensibility rates. With encouragement from you as their insurer, we can educate and influence clients to be better so they understand that prevention is better than claim, not just for you, but for their business and, critically, to keep their team and customers safe. Technology has enabled us to deliver this digitally at scale. We no longer need expensive, highly trained staff to personally drive change on insured sites. You can move all policyholders a few steps forward, getting consistent, incremental improvement across your whole book cost effectively. A 2% improvement across all clients is better than an 80% improvement for a handful of clients when it comes to your loss ratio. As well as stopping and defending claims, the Safer portal produces huge amounts of valuable, hyper-targeted data. This enables you to learn more than you ever thought possible about your client base, and therefore to have clarity about what risks you're covering, recognizing traits of good risks, or even identifying bad risks that you can turn around. But also, you can use these insights to further develop your client relationships and take a true risk partner position. And of course, in addition to all that, you're also making the world a safer place. So let's see how it works. An insured comes here at your request. As you'll see, this page is focused on them and what this portal helps them to achieve. Once they sign up, the first thing they do is take a digital diagnostic scorecard. In 5 minutes, they answer about 40 yes/no questions and receive a bespoke report with scores for various categories plus recommendations. This gives us a baseline for how they're performing right now. Are they a good or a bad risk? And it gives them a raft of info to get them engaged in the process and started on the journey. Next, we present insightful educational content for them to explain things like slips versus trips versus falls, the true cost of accidents, how the insurance market works at a high level, the human and financial cost of slips and falls. Essentially, why is this a topic they should care about and act upon? Here, we also introduce our CHIMES model. This is our flagship methodology. It sets out the 6 reasons people slip. The model drives the training. Then we go into training about CHIMES and a 7th training module on claims defensibility. Each of these videos lasts 15 to 20 minutes and is followed up by a test, the results of which are, of course, tracked. Next, and here's the key differentiator, we don't just train them, we then give them practical tools to implement straight away in their business. So, for example, it's great to know that slip-resistant footwear can stop accidents, but if I'm an insured, what I really want is a step-by-step process on how to choose the right footwear. For each of the 7 training areas, we give 2 to 4 tools to implement that will make a noticeable impact on accident rates. Hopefully you can now see that this isn't a superficial, fluffy training video on slips, trips and falls, the like of which you'll have seen many times before. This is something much more detailed, more tangible and more valuable. Now this is where the claims defensibility benefits really kick in. We want to monitor to ensure and prove that the tools are being used. We do this by documenting the use of the portal in the cloud. We also have regular check-ins, ongoing scorecards, and encourage insureds to share their progress in our online community. Rolling education is provided with text, audio, video, and interactive content. Plus, I do a weekly Q&A webinar. And training is refreshed each year to ensure that we can always provide a certificate within 12 months of any accident and claim. Access to the portal can be given to unlimited clients. There is simply a fixed annual price for any given country. The principles of CHIMES are universal, so this works around the world, but we will tailor claims defensibility advice to individual markets. By embracing the portal, you can be certain that your insureds are all taking tangible steps to reduce risk and losses. I've suffered a serious accident. It wasn't a slip, I was hit by a car that mounted the curb, but because of that I can really appreciate just how much an accident that wasn't your fault can change your life for the worse. People don't deserve for that to happen to them, and the biggest cause of this happening all around the world is slips and falls. That's why I'm really passionate about finding an at-scale solution to this problem, because it's such a big problem. We need a big solution to make a dent in it. So look, we're seeking a limited number of insurer partners to cascade the benefits of the Safer portal out to their client base. In the long run, this will of course mean an improved loss ratio for you, but also access to huge amounts of data-led insights. That will give you total clarity and control over your risk appetite, better market positioning, and improved client relationships. But even in the short term, there will be immediate results too. Within a week, you could be responsible for preventing a number of accidents in your clients' buildings. If this resonates with you, let's jump on a Zoom call and chat it through in more detail to see if there's a fit. You can choose a time to suit you by visiting thesaferportal.com. With all that said, if you think this is just about stopping slips, you've missed the point. I'm known for really caring about an issue that most people don't want to think about. Simply put, our work leaves people feeling safer. Recently I got an email from a school and I'd like to read it out to you. Thank you so much for your help, Christian and team. I've been worrying non-stop about our pupils and staff with this floor problem. And now I can sleep more easily at night because I know it's been made safe. For me, that's what this opportunity is all about. Leaving your clients feeling safer because they know they're doing all they can, and leaving you feeling safer because you're no longer leaving slips and falls, and therefore your loss ratio, to chance.